keep going. I'm going to buy you a beer when we're done. And we go through, and I'm like, everybody go around the left. And everybody runs off around the left, and then these snipers stand up out of the grass, and it's like crack, crack, and I hear myself go, ah! And then another voice, the thing goes, Foster's down! And me now, and I, as the player, I go, oh, fuck! And I run over to where Foster is, and I'm like, no! The sound is that I did. And it's like time stopped. As I looked at the controller, and I have to reload from a save file. Because I just let myself get killed. I reloaded the game. And one of the things you can do is you can tell the squad guys, stay here, don't move. So I'm like, Foster, come here, I gotta talk to you for a minute. Don't move. Lie down. Put this rock on top of you. Don't move. Other guy, come and guard David Foster. In fact, both of you guys guard Foster. I'm gonna go do this incredibly difficult level all by myself. This is a very long way of not answering your question. Which is, I would really love to play like a major character in one of the narrative story video games. If anyone associated with the Fallout franchise is hearing this, or the BioShock franchise, or really, please, Dragon Age. Anybody from Dragon Age? My friend Yuri plays Sandal in Dragon Age, the guy that goes, enchantment? Enchantment! And I love that guy so much that so I say that to Yuri all the time, and Yuri goes, you know, so Yuri is an amazing voice actor, incredibly accomplished. He plays Superman, he's Ben 10, he's Sasuke and Naruto, like everybody loves him, and he says, great, I'm gonna be most remembered for playing a retarded dwarf. That's what everyone's gonna, I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Yes.
Have you always been good at like video games? And it's okay, you know, for some people who really suck, do you have any whatever?
Have I always been really good at video games? As far as you know. I remember when I was a kid, you could divide video games into like the maze-style games, you know, like Pac-Man and like sort of Burger Time was kind of like that, and Frogger was like that to a certain extent, and then there were sort of the space games that were like Space Invaders, and Galaga, and Gorf, and Galaxian, and then there were these weird games that were really hard to play, like Defender and Stargate, and basically anything made by Williams. They were just incredibly challenging games, and I got good at those by investing a lot of quarters and hours into those games, and you know, you practice. That's how you get better at video games. But let me tell you something, because you look like you're a little younger than me. You are so lucky that you don't have to play video games hardcore 1987 style like a lot of us did. If you wanted to beat Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Entertainment System, you had to play it basically from start to finish, maybe taking a couple of breaks and hoping that your mom didn't come in and go, oh God, they're still playing this, and unplug it. You couldn't leave it on overnight because it would overheat. You had to be, and these things were delicate. If someone jumped in the room, the cartridge would pop up out of the Nintendo and you'd be like, oh my God! You would get all the way to Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and you'd write down the code, and you would put you'd put a 0 where it's supposed to be an O, and because you were 10, you didn't realize that's what you did, and the code didn't work, and you had to go back through it all again. So, you damn kids today, before you get off my lawn, I want you to appreciate that you can actually save and suspend your video games, because it wasn't like that for us. The worst thing, you're on an airplane and you're kicking ass. You're the epic Tetris run. Greatest Tetris run ever in the history of life. You're probably going to get laid because you've done so well. There's going to be, a committee is going to meet you when the airplane lands. It's like you don't even hear the music anymore. You glance out the window of the airplane at the New York City skyline and see Tetris blocks falling into it. You are so in the zone, man.
You had to get the reaction. You had to get the reaction out of there. You were like, hold on, we didn't get it right when we came out, like Tom Waits. We gotta get it out of there.
Well, I ain't Tom Waits, so I gotta say boo.
You got a little better than Tom Waits, personally.
But I look better than
Alright, so let's get this started. Now we're gonna chat a little bit, and this is the James Marsters panel. If you guys aren't here, you guys should be here anyway, so wrong panel. It's that way, trust me. Alright, so, sir, let's get talking. Yes, we fell down, but well, who cares? Alright, so let's talk. You are classically trained, yes?
Oh yeah. I learned everything in college that you never would make money for. Yeah.
Me too! See, I'm here.
What are you in college, man?
Woo, I'm going for, like, film. I know I'm not gonna get it, trust me, I know.
Bottom line, bro.
I'm gonna die broke, I know this. Either die broke or shatter dreams.
And man, if you're an artist, then you don't have to spend so much money on your entertainment, because your entertainment's at work. So.
Ramen is the greatest food ever. Come on, give it up for ramen! Yeah!
You can spice it. You can put a little onion in there.
Thank you!
Green onion.
I got a girlfriend who's like, what are you
sesame.
doing? I'm like, no, I can get like a piece of gristle and put that in there and it'll cook it, it'll be delicious.
I used to live on. I was so poor until I met Joss Wheaton. I was like, I had a theater company and I was sleeping on a big pile of rags in the back. And seriously, ramen was like, when we had ramen, that was the good night.
Yeah, that was the one. We were like,
just cold beans.
wow. Well, actually, here is.
I was happier than I'd ever been in my life.
Cold beans and delicacy here. Cold beans and delicacy. We love beans here. I'm telling you right now, if you give me beans and rice, I can live like for 2 days.
You get hungry enough, man. Anything.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's talk about your classically trained. Could you tell us how you feel about Macbeth?
That's my favorite subject to go on and on and on about.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like Macbeth is the one Shakespeare that's never been filmed correctly. I feel like it's very rarely produced correctly. I feel like everyone thinks that there's a curse on the play, but it's only because most of the time it sucks. I've seen so many horrible Macbeths, and I really think that it comes down to the central mistake, which is thinking that Lady Macbeth is a bitch. Because she's really, if you really look at the script, she's not. And how can you believe in a hero that is beaten over the head and shoulders by his wife? I mean, he's a weakling. So if you really look at the script, like, this is why everyone thinks Lady M is a bitch, right? There's a scene where Macbeth comes out and he goes, man, he talks to the audience, but man, I don't think I can kill this king. He's too popular. If I kill this guy, the tears are going to rain from heaven, man. The whole country is going to explode on me. I'm not going to kill him. Fuck it. I can't do it. And then his wife comes in and says, hey man, why are you not at the little party with the king? We're all getting bored out here. What are you doing? And he turns to his wife and says, man, I don't think we should do this murder. I think it's a bad idea. And she goes, what the fuck? And she takes after him and she's like, are you a man or a mouse? What are you? And everyone, because of that scene, thinks that she's an emasculating man-hater or something. But the truth is, I used to be a little bit of a criminal. Like, a little bit of a
Poquito?
What?
Poquito? That's
Poquito. And so the thing is, like, if you're jacking a car, right, you got Jimmy in the window.
Which
I'm not going to do anything here.
Is it the safe walk Jimmy or the
master old? I didn't have to deal with that.
Oh, man.
But like, okay, seriously, if you're underneath the street lamp, and if I shoot Jimmy, and I got my partner there, right, and I go, you know what, I don't feel too good morally about this. What my partner's going to do is say, you weakling son of a bee, how dare you? He's going to take after me, and that's all that Lady M does. But the thing that you can tell, if you read the script, every time she tries that on him, he goes, shut up. You're not a man. You don't know what man is. You know all about being a woman, but I'm the one guy who knows about man, so speak to the man. And then, but it's only when she says, hey man, I know how we can get away with it. We'll blame the guards, man. We'll get them drunk, and we'll get them asleep, and then we'll tell everybody that they killed the king. And he turns on a dime and says, baby, you are so sexy. He says, never have a female child because you are so kick-ass, you should only have men. and they go off. And so